We also had New Year's, man.
Yeah. Why is that a holiday, you think?
The number go up. Day off work.
I feel like I understand why in 1999 when it was New Year's and Y2K was happening. I understand that one. The rest of them,
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's the same thing.
I was watching the time tick down and I was waiting for like the wave of change to wash over me and become born again as 2025 Drew. That didn't happen. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it happened last year, but this year I didn't get it.
Maybe we just have a holiday once every 10 years, once every 25 years.
Yeah, I think that sounds good. But this would be the 25th year, so I guess it's a holiday this year.
Gotcha. What the freaking F is up, Mustache Ride fans?
Woo!
We're back. Episode 73. We are live. We are here for you. And we can't be more excited. It's a new year. New year, new us.
Right, new year, new us. Well,
heck yeah.
Well, I think I'm still me.
Not for much longer, man. Big things are happening. Big changes are occurring. You're going to be different.
Big changes in 2025.
None of us will ever be the same after this.
That's true. Nobody knows how big 2025 is yet.
It's going to be huge.
Huge.
I'm sure, man. Cool. This guy over here, this is the Dirty Tooth. And this is episode 73. You're watching live, hopefully, maybe live, right here on Twitch or YouTube. And if not, leave a comment down below. Let us know what time it is and what you're wearing. Anyway, this show is all about video games, us, whatever we want to talk about. And we're so glad to have you along for the ride. Tooth, it's been 3 freaking weeks, bro.
Yes. Yes, it has.
3 freaking effing damn weeks.
That's not typically how this works.
No, it's usually 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we took an extra week for the holidays.
For the holiday season.
For the holidays. And so we have a lot to talk about, a lot to cover, a lot of life stuff.
Well, yeah, a lot of life stuff, Christmas, New Year's. It's snowing right now.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's cold. It's like 20 degrees, snowing. We're supposed to get like 8 inches tomorrow.
8 inches? That's like huge.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot.
Well, it's just a little bigger than average. It's not that big.
I mean, says some people. I don't, do you have to shovel your driveway and stuff?
No, I don't really believe in shoveling snow. Like it's gonna melt.
It'll melt eventually.
Yeah, I feel like shoveling snow is just like a useless task.
Can you just drive over it or out of it?
Usually? Yeah, I can. I have a Jeep.
Oh, that's fair.
Just zip right over the snow.
Huh. I've never had to deal with it. I live in California. Where I live, it doesn't snow.
Has it ever snowed?
Like maybe once every 8 years or something crazy.
So you've seen snow.
I've seen snow. It's like maybe a few hours drive to where there is snow. I could go see it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a blessing because I don't have to worry about the things that snow brings, like icy conditions and things like that.
Bad drivers, busy grocery stores. Today the grocery store was absolutely outrageous.
Because of the snow?
Yeah. Everybody like preps up for the storm.
Oh.
And my favorite thing is when somebody does that and then it doesn't storm at all. I'm like, you bought 3 loaves of bread, you idiot.
Well, it's not always a bad thing to just like be prepared, because then who says you can't just eat that anyway?
That's true, but 3 loaves of bread?
That third loaf is 3 loaves of bread a week.
No way. That third loaf is going to be so stale.
You know what they say? Bread makes you fat.
Yeah. Who says that?
The people that know a thing or two about bread. I haven't verified it.
The hell with those people.
Hey, that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. I'm just saying maybe it's all the yeast or something.
Maybe. I don't know anything about yeast.
You ever bake bread?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah?
I worked at Subway for 2 years.
How was that? That's weird.
It was my favorite job I've ever had, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it's just so like regimented. Like
Yeah.
you sort of know what's happening all the time. There's like rarely a surprise that happens. Except somebody like will come in and ask for a sandwich you don't have. And you have to be like, sorry, like, sorry, sir, we don't have that. What am I supposed to
Did
make
you
you?
did you work at Subway when they used to have pastrami?
No, our Subway did not have pastrami.
I swear, unless it's like a Mandela effect or something, Subways used to have pastrami.
They might have. I
I
know
don't know.
every Subway is a little bit different. We had these things called the cold cut sub, which was like this like it was supposed to be ham, bologna, and salami, but all three pieces of the meat looked the same, and they were just
Oh,
like stacked up. Ugh,
yeah, your face doesn't.
that one was gross.
I've heard of that sandwich. I've never had it. I don't know. I like Subway personally. A lot of people
Yeah,
don't.
big fan. They have a
Nice.
jalapeno Italian herb cheese bread right now.
Oh, that's the one. That's the
Yeah,
one I get every time.
it's good. It's good.
Anyway, we got on a little tangent hole there.
That's
But
okay.
how was your Christmas? First off, how was your Christmas?
That's pretty good. It was nice to have some time off work. I feel like anytime I take time off work for the holidays, it like evaporates. I'm like
Yeah.
not really sure where it goes. I wake up the day after I take off all those days and I have to go back to work and I'm like, what the hell happened? But
Yeah.
it was pretty good. Got some cool gifts. Got these headphones.
Ooh, new
New
headset.
new headset. Pretty nice. Got some Funko Pops and some cool stuff. I got this keychain.
Oh, you got that for your dad?
No, I got that for me.
Oh, really?
My wife got me this.
Oh, shoot. Did you get her the one that says Mom Life?
No, I
And
didn't.
why?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. But if you didn't get it, which I hope you got it. I
I
hope
mean,
you
I
got
got
it.
it. I knew
Yeah,
I knew a long time ago.
I knew you got it, but I hope they got it. You know what I mean? We're
Yeah.
gonna have a baby.
Tooth is pregnant.
I'm pregnant. And it's coming soon. 2 weeks from this previous Thursday.
So like, so like almost a week and a half,
January 16th.
and you're gonna have a darn
We're gonna
freaking child.
little. Oh, I gotta scoot back.
That's crazy, man.
I think this is how
Nah,
you do it.
something like that.
Definitely not like this.
I was about to say, don't you mean like that?
Definitely not like this.
Well, so you and I have talked quite a bit about this already, off camera, off mic.
We
Well,
have,
on
yeah,
mic, but off like the public eye.
yeah, out of the
And
public eye. Yes.
and dude, you seem super relaxed about this. I guess you
Yeah.
have the easier job. You don't have to push anything through anything.
Yeah, that's true. I don't. That's crazy. I'm very nervous for her, but I think she's gonna do great. She's way stronger than me. I wouldn't be able to do it for sure.
Yeah.
I see all those videos where the guys like try on the machines that are supposed to simulate it, and I'm like, you
That's a
goddamn
thing.
fool, you fools!
Ugh.
It's got to be terrible. It's got to hurt. This is the worst pain ever. I don't know, but it'll be fine. The
Yeah.
epidural. You ever heard of an epidural?
Yeah.
That sounds good for her. But yeah, it's exciting. I think I'm super chill because I'm kind of the oldest in my family, so I've seen every single baby occur. And then I also worked at a place that was specifically for like children to come and like play at arcades and bowling. And so I've seen like toddlers to like teenagers and had to deal with them.
Dang, you worked at the coolest Subway ever. What the
Yeah,
heck?
that Subway was
Arcade?
crazy. But yeah, I'm not really nervous about it. I feel like that's I mean, I've kept myself alive since being an adult, and
Yeah,
that's just a little adult, little baby adult.
basically.
Yeah.
Just not without any of the adult features.
And it eats the same thing for like 4 months.
Yeah, like milk.
Yeah, that's it.
That's pretty easy.
I mean, what the hardest thing is that you have to get up at night? Damn, I don't sleep already.
We were literally just talking earlier, and I don't know, you probably already made this connection, but I was thinking like, dang, he's gonna be doing that a lot more. But you were saying how when you just get to sleep, or you're asleep for like 45 minutes, and then your dogs want to go outside, and
Yeah.
it kind of ruins your sleep for the night.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, this guy's about to step into a whole world of that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that's
so
gonna
you're
be
prepared.
like I'm prepared for it, I think. I mean, as much as anybody can be prepared and not have done it before.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty stoked for some of the cool stuff. Like the kids' clothes are pretty awesome. Like they have some awesome selection for clothes. I'm gonna have a baby carrier so I can play, you know, Marvel Rivals and rank up while I
Get
have
real.
the baby.
You're gonna be playing Minecraft. You're gonna be playing
No,
Minecraft.
no.
It's all you ever do anymore.
No,
You're
no,
gonna be
no, no,
playing
no,
Minecraft.
no, 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 no. I can't introduce the baby to Minecraft.
Too violent.
Too violent. Too violent.
Creepers look too much like penises.
Do they?
Yes.
My
Creepers definitely look like dicks.
they're green.
It's the phallic shape of them.
Oh.
You've never thought about that?
No, I haven't. Because they're
Not to mention the
green.
noise they make.
Well, yeah. The noise sounds just like a pee-pee.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. You've
Yeah.
never heard your wiener go
Mine, yeah, all the time.
all the time, multiple times a day.
Yeah, all the time. Oh, but yeah,
Well, that's so exciting though, man. And I'm
it
really
is
excited
exciting.
for you. And I'm glad you're not freaking the hell out about it. You shouldn't.
No, I'm gonna be pretty chill. There's some weird stuff that I like. There's some like things that they tell you about at the doctor's appointments that are like so crazy, like just weird. But
Yeah.
I think the craziest thing so far has been we got a 4D ultrasound.
Whoa.
And
Oh,
so
did those official images come in?
the official images came in.
Whoa.
And I'll show you how they did it. And so I'm imagining that everybody's going to say, "What the hell is that?" Because that's what everybody does. So it looks like this. I got to push the play button.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Shut up.
So the place that did it said that there's a 70 to 80% chance of it looking just like this.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's something between an 8K like scale up image mixed with generative like machine learning software that like analyzes the facial structure and builds it
Whoa.
up.
Did you cry when you saw it?
No, I didn't cry,
That picture?
but no, I don't have real emotions, I don't think.
Huh.
I have to cry
That's
at like
okay.
I have to cry at like TikToks of dogs dying and stuff like that.
Warm yourself up and then you can cry
Yeah,
at
then I
other
can
stuff.
yeah, then I can cry at real stuff.
The gateway cry is what they call that.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
a gateway cry. But yeah, I'm excited.
Whoa, that's crazy, dude. Well, freaking Merry Christmas to you and Happy New Year to you. January
Yeah.
16th. That's dangerously close to my birthday.
I know. That's what we were aiming for.
Yeah, that would have been a travesty because I would not have liked your kid if we shared birthdays. That's not fair. That's my day.
I'm gonna be honest with you. To avoid a birthday in January of like somebody you know is impossible. I feel like at least 90% of the people I know are born in January.
What's 9 months prior to January?
Oh,
12
do I
minus
look like a
9. 3,
calendar?
January, February, March, maybe March or April. Do people be banging in March and April?
I don't know. March will give you a December baby. So it's gotta
So
be
April.
April. Yeah.
I was close.
Yeah.
People be banging in April.
They do. It's the spring.
Crazy. Crazy to think about.
It is. That
I don't
is
want
kind
to
of
think
wild.
about that actually. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
d-
that's crazy, man. And you have a name picked out? Is that something you want to share or no?
We do. Yeah. We're the name is Sora Marie.
Oh, oh,
Sora.
that's a
Pretty
pretty
cute.
name.
It is a pretty name.
I like that.
It's outside of it being the main character of Kingdom Hearts,
Nobody
also
was thinking that.
it's also the Japanese word for sky too. So
That's nice.
yeah. And then
Dang. So
Marie
you
is
can.
like a family name.
Okay. Okay. So if she doesn't like Sora for some weird reason, I think that's a beautiful name. But at least she has another option.
Yeah. Yeah. The Chelsea was thinking that it would be like a badass name. Like she would be a badass.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's dope.
Yeah. I'm excited that it's not some weird like crazy name that like is spelled like insanely. Like I don't.
Saughra.
Yeah. It's so weird.
No, that's a
It's,
cool name. I like
it
it.
is cool.
Great
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Wow. Well, cool, man. That's nice. But we should move on.
We should move on. You
Maybe
didn't
we
get
can.
anything like that for Christmas, right?
No, I got some headphones. I got a
Nice.
dash cam for my car.
Nice.
Um, I got a I got a camera lens for my camera, but it's basically the same lens that I have, just
Hmm.
not quite as good. So I'm thinking we might take it back and get something else similar but different, but I don't know yet. And I don't know. I got some other stuff. Trying to think. I feel bad. I got a hat of Kermit the Frog. It's got Kermit the Frog on it, drinking a
Hmm.
beer.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, I feel like it's always hard to think about what you got for Christmas.
Yeah.
It's like hard to
I don't know
remember.
why.
Yeah.
Like I love and appreciate all the stuff that I got.
Yeah,
I just don't.
absolutely. It's not in front of
I don't
you.
remember
It's
what.
not a stack of
Yeah.
stuff.
I don't know what. I don't remember what it was, but I'm sure it was all great.
Definitely great.
I was more. I don't know. I was more excited about the gifts that I gave for Christmas.
You're an
Like I
adult
got.
now.
Yeah. So I'm getting people gifts, and
Yeah.
so I got my mom like a paperback book of puzzles, but it's like it says on the front the title is like uh puzzles for old people or something like that for seniors. And I was like, oh, this will be funny to get my mom. So I got her that, and then I got her an actual gift of some like slipper socks, some comfy fuzzy slipper socks.
Okay.
I got my sister like some snow cone machine with some bunch of flavors.
Sick.
She likes making little snacky things like that.
Sounds great.
Got my niece some wireless earbuds, just like little things. Got my wife a bunch of stuff for her new car
Nice.
that she wanted. Just I don't know. It's just nice to see. I never understood before because I always thought I was more focused on how could you spend so much money like that
Yeah.
and just give it away. Because money was always tight growing up and everything. So it's hard to just imagine just wasting money
Yeah.
in my mind back then. Nowadays, I've grown and I'm an adult, and I can like I can see the like joy in people's eyes or whatever. You know what I mean? I can just see the benefit to getting people gifts and making people happy. Getting someone a thoughtful gift is like a really nice um, feels good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's always nice to see somebody you like smile.
Yeah. Cheesy, but true.
That's just, I mean, the holidays are
Zappy.
cheesy.
Yeah.
You ever seen a Hallmark movie?
Yeah.
They're all cheesy. They're all
They're
cheesy.
cheesy as hell.
All
Cool.
super
Well, yeah,
cheesy.
and then we also had New Year's, man.
Yeah. Why is that a holiday, you think?
The number go up.
Yeah, the number
Go up. Day off work.
I feel like I understand why, like, in 1999 when it was New Year's and Y2K was happening. I understand that one. That's like, oh God, like that's a holiday. The rest of them,
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's the same thing. I was watching the ball drop in New York. I was like, I literally saw somebody like run the fastest they've probably ever ran in their life to get to the front when they opened the gates in New York to get to the ball drop. I was like, why? What for? What are you
I was
doing?
I was watching the time tick down, and I was waiting for like the wave of change to wash over me
Mm.
and become born again as 2025 Drew. That didn't happen. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it happened last year, but this year just I didn't get it. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they should just do, maybe we just have a holiday once every 10 years, once every 25 years.
Yeah, I think that sounds good. But this would be the 25th year, so I guess it's a
Oh,
holiday this year.
gotcha. Personally, I like it every year because I get, you get a day off work. At
Yeah,
least I get a day off work, New
that's
Year's
true.
Day.
Yeah,
And any excuse to have a day off work is a good one.
solid, solid.
Mm.
I mean, I'm not arguing with it. I'm just don't. I never understood.
Well, New Year's Eve into New Year's Day, that right at midnight, my wife and I went out front of our house and we banged pots and pans together and made a bunch of noise and went, "Woo, Happy New Year." And
Mm.
we just went and did that. And then in the middle of it, I looked around and like nobody else is outside their house like hooting and hollering.
Oh,
It's just me. The whole
yeah,
street's dark because it's midnight. And we're just like banging, making noise.
yeah.
And I was like, man, these people suck.
Did the neighbors
And,
call
so,
the
and I
cops
banged
on
them
you
more.
for noise violation?
Now we have good neighbors, so I'm sure they just brushed it off. But to me, it's like, why don't you just, live a little, make some noise? It's New Year.
When I was a kid, because I grew up in a very rural area, everybody went outside and shot a gun in the air.
That's badass.
It was pretty crazy now to think
Yeah, I'd be
about it.
kind of afraid of who the bullet would hit on the way back down.
Yeah,
But
I'd be kind of I'd be afraid of like who's pointing the gun and if they are really good at knowing the direction up. Because
and
there's a little bit of difference between up and up, you know what I mean? With
especially on a night like New Year's Eve where
yes,
drinks kind of get flowing,
they do.
things get a little wobbly.
And your neighbors outside banging pots and pans, like
I mean, hey, you got to make noise somehow, and if you got to shoot a couple six shooter guns, a couple revolvers, a little yeehaw, there's nothing wrong with that as long as you're being safe. But
yeah,
I don't know. I don't have a gun, so
yeah, I don't have a gun either.
should have bought some poppers. You know those things you throw on the ground and they pop,
Yeah,
little snappers.
I've been seeing them at the store like themed to like everything. Like I just saw Valentine's Day ones, exploding hearts.
Throw them at your lover's feet. Make them
Yeah,
dance.
yeah, I think they're just trying. They made a bunch for 4th of July and they didn't sell, and so now they had to
Repackaged.
repackage and rebrand them to keep selling them.
Yeah. Well, I think they're fun. So once again, any excuse to use them, I'm down.
Yeah.
They're fun. Do you ever snap them in your fingers?
No, I haven't. I haven't used them in a long time. But no, I never did that because I was always scared. I'm not a very thrill-seeking person. Scared of stuff like
You
that.
ever throw them in your mouth, pop them in your between your teeth?
No,
Me neither.
that sounds worse. I have seen
Yeah.
people shoot a bottle rocket out of their mouth before.
Oh, but then the sparks get all up in your mustache and set your mustache on fire. That doesn't sound like a good idea.
No, that sounds like a bad idea. Awful.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm kind of risk averse too in a lot of ways, but
yeah,
banging pots and pans, no risk to that. Making
no
a little
risks.
noise at midnight, nothing wrong with that.
Did you formulate any goals while you were banging your pots and pans for the new year?
Yes, of course. Because
Nice.
when you bang pots and pans, there's nothing going on up here.
No.
besides planning for the future.
Yeah, that's it. It
Of
blocks
course.
out all the noise so that you can focus on your goals for the new
Yeah.
year. Nice.
Yeah, I've got some goals. I live in a house that needs some work, and so I'm trying to like set a goal each month to get something done around the house, something kind of more major.
Hmm.
Um, so I have one of those set to fix up the garage. Um, I want to make more content for True Man Cool YouTube.
Mm.
And then also I know you and I have some plans to make some big changes for Mustache Ride,
Yeah.
which is exciting and also a little sad.
Yeah, but exciting. More exciting than sad, I would hope, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
new. It's new. It's new
it's
year.
new and good, and new and good possibilities. But to be more specific, Tooth and I have decided to begin the process of considering perhaps maybe changing the name of this channel.
Yeah. Which is going to be tough. I don't know how you'll find it. We're going to do our best so that you don't lose it. Because right now, there's only a couple things that pop up when you search Mustache Ride on the internet.
Right.
We're one of them. We're one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's one other one.
Yeah.
And you're definitely not looking for that one. I don't think.
No, you might be, and that's okay, and we don't judge that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
We
but
listen and we don't judge.
but we always wanted to be the ones to change the term and make it, make it our own.
Yeah.
And
It
it's
was funny.
73 episodes in. It was funny,
Yeah.
and we like it. But 73 episodes in, not much has changed, and it kind of comes to the point where it might be getting in the way more than anything.
Yeah. I have found that it's tough when somebody like when I mention that I do a podcast and somebody's like, "Oh, what's your podcast?" I'm like, "You've never heard of it."
Or you got to just really wear it on your sleeve and
Yeah,
be like,
or I have to say it. I got to be
it's
like, "It's Mustache Ride podcast."
called Mustache Ride.
You know you want to tune in.
Wink. Yeah.
Wink at 'em.
Yeah. I usually follow it up with saying it's not sexual in any way.
Oh, I follow up
Besides,
with it is sexual.
it, I mean, there's a little bit of tension between, the two co-hosts of the podcast sometimes here and there, but like,
Yeah.
look, you're literally pregnant. So like
Yeah.
nothing can ever come of that.
No, you don't want to home wreck a pregnant man and his wife.
No. No, of course not. So anyway, all that's just to say we have plans to change the name for Mustache Ride to something else, but we've grown attached to Mustache Ride, so we're really hoping to come up with something good and snappy and catchy and something that we want to say and change the name to, so we never ever have to change it ever again.
Yes.
But we figure now is probably sooner better than later, and it's a new year. Good time to make a big change like that. It's not like we have a ton of subscribers or a ton of viewers or a ton of regulars that come in and will be thrown for a loop,
But we do like
And
you. We do like you if you are.
yeah, and
Thank
we
you.
really hope you guys would support us in this big change that
Yes.
we're making. It's not easy. We like the name Mustache Ride, but things have to change if we want to make something happen. So we're hoping to also increase the production of
Yeah.
making things.
Yeah.
Maybe not the frequency of the episodes, but the frequency of the other stuff that we're putting out.
Yeah.
And just kind of just invest more into it to really try to make something happen here with this show, whatever it may be called. The podcast formerly known as Mustache Ride.
Yeah, you already shot down Ride Our Mustache podcast.
Oh, look, I could name off a few of mine you shot down. Let's see. You shot down Foot Job.
I did.
Like, come on, man, that's catchy.
That is pretty catchy. Yeah.
You shot down Backshot Gaming. That's huge. That rolls off the tongue so easy.
Yeah, that's a kid. That's one that's a good one to say. I like that one.
Dude, I can't. This is crazy to me. but you shot down clam slammers.
Now, to be fair, I actually didn't shoot that one down, but I do think that it's probably heading in the wrong direction. It doesn't have gaming in it, you know?
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, again, this is things we all need to talk about, but gaming in the name isn't necessary. It's a
No.
little antiquated in my opinion because
Yeah,
kind of pigeonholes us, but that's
it
really all we
does.
do is post video game stuff
Yeah, we are a podcast about video games
and us
and us
and life.
and life.
So like it could be anything.
Oh, we'll figure it out. If you do
We'll
have
talk about it.
suggestions on what it could be, I mean, feel free to comment them below, you know, if you're watching this later. Uh yeah, cuz we'll consider it. Join the
Yep.
Discord. We'll
Join
consider
the
it.
Discord. Join the Patreon. Even consider joining the Patreon. But that just know that that name is going to change too.
Yeah.
All platforms. The name's going to change.
It's
Crazy.
it'll change soon.
It's a new era we're stepping into. So
I'm excited.
now that it's announced, especially, I feel like
It's a
probably
weight
before next episode.
it's a weight off our shoulders.
Yeah. But
And
a
off
new
of
weight
our
on our shoulders.
Yes,
In a way.
but definitely not a weight on our face because that's not what it is anymore.
That's correct. That's very true. So anyway, but also, by the way, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube because big changes are coming, and hopefully you'll enjoy what we see coming. Support us in this big change because we're excited to change our name, change things up, and provide awesome content for you. So,
Yeah.
subscribe, join the Discord, join the Patreon if you would like to support us even further. And yeah, we're excited for this year.
I'm so
So,
excited.
yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
So anyway, dude, like I said, it's been 3 weeks.
Yes, 3 weeks.
Dude, I think last episode, if I remember, my memory is not great, but you said you'd be playing more games than me. Isn't that what
Yeah.
you said?
Yeah, and I just want to have it on the record that I did play a lot more games.
That's true.
But I think it's impossible because I have a feeling that when you're not streaming and you're at home, I have this feeling that you have you have your chair and it swivels and you have your Steam Deck over here with a game on it, your computer here, your PlayStation back there, your Xbox over there, your pocket analog and your Switch, and you just like spin around and play a game for like 20 minutes and then spin around and play another game for 20 minutes. I don't know how you do it.
No, it's like one button at a time. I'm like this.
You're just like spinning around, orchestrating an endless amount of games.
Yeah, there's like dimensions to my brain up here where I'm just playing everything all at once.
I honestly think it's insane the amount of games that you play, but I tried and I'm going to continue to try to do that. And if it has,
well, you're
if
off
I,
to a good start with this list.
I
This
am,
list
yeah,
is
yeah.
longer than usual.
It is, yeah. So just throwing it out there. I play Overwatch. You guys know. I probably won't mention it again unless something big happens because it's a pretty typical game that I play. And
Nothing
it's not
big is
it's
ever gonna
it's
happen.
not getting that different. The winter event's over. That's pretty much it. I did get an achievement for the May game mode. It was like it was like a solo wipe team or something like that. But I got
an
that
ace
I got an ace, yeah. So
in the May snowball offensive or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that's cool.
Yeah, it was a sick game.
Nice.
But yeah, Overwatch, pretty typical. I've been playing the Minecraft server, Vitalcraft, it's a public server that you could play on too. And it's been a lot of fun going around and sort of testing out this new server and seeing how things work. I actually did something that I wasn't supposed to do, and I got on top of the world above the bedrock.
Whoops.
And I like put an in portal there, and everything was going pretty good. Nobody knew about it a little bit, and then they had to reset something, and they found the secret portal. And then after that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna tell them what I did, and then they can fix it.
Oh, so
So I
did
got
you
caught.
know at the time that that wasn't supposed to be a thing?
Yeah, it's a in-game exploit, so it's not something that's like crazy, but like you shouldn't do it. Shouldn't do it,
You
but I
you
did it.
wow,
Yeah,
dang, little rule breaker over
I'm a
here.
little rule breaker, but yeah, that was fun. But the server's been really cool. It's been really fun. It's like you have kind of like OP. We at least I do. I have OP armor and like weapons, and so it's not like the typical Minecraft where you're like screaming for and running for your life from a skeleton because you only have a wooden pickaxe and you didn't even make a
Yeah.
sword. So it's a different kind of Minecraft, but still a lot of fun. Um, I played now getting into the new games that I tried to play more of to beat Sherman Cool. I played Arcade Paradise. And Arcade Paradise is a game that's on Game Pass. It's it's pretty fun. It seems like a VR game, and I don't know if it is or not. But I've played for like about 3 hours. The game itself is you play as this girl, and her dad has like owned his her dad's like this business, like, you know, big business guy, and he gives his kids a chance to like make it in the business world. And it starts out by giving them a laundromat, which sounds confusing because the game's called Arcade Paradise, but
Right.
it's a laundromat, and you're sort of like simming, like running the laundromat, but then you find out that there's arcade machines in the back room, and they make more money than the laundromat does. And so you're trying to
Oh,
convince your dad to like upgrade the gaming part of it, and you end up secretly updating it and upgrading it to like with new machines and stuff like that. um but everything in it's like gamified. Like when you take out the trash, like you have to like time your like buttons, and then it's like gives you like a check mark and a score and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty fun. It's on Game Pass, so it's free. um
I might
but
have to try that. That sounds kind of fun. I like the simulation aspect of it. Of
yeah, it
yeah.
seemed lame when I first started. I was like, laundromat? That's not what it was.
Does it ramp up though?
It does ramp up because there's I if you're willing to like play it, it does ramp up because you can play all of the arcade games, and there's
Yeah.
achievements for getting like high scores or doing something special in the games.
Okay.
And then there's also like things that you like, I don't know, like you have this pride to keep up with. Like you get a score for how well you do the laundry when it comes in. And
Right.
so you get an S tier, and you get the most money from being S tier. And so you
Mhm.
want to be an S tier laundry person.
That's
And
not where the
so
money's at though.
the money's not there. But the money is there if you get S tier every time. But you have to hit it perfectly. Like when the washer goes off, you have to grab it, put it in the dryer. When the dryer goes off, you have to put it in the basket and take it and drop it off. And then
Hmm.
you get S tier. Like as soon as it's done, you have to do that. But yeah,
I might have to try that though. It sounds cool.
I think it's worth a try, in my opinion.
Okay.
Um, I loaded up some CS2, some Counter Strike 2,
Yeah.
and played the free for all mode.
Yeah, I saw that on your list and I was like, free for all. That sounds miserable.
It was awesome. So
Really?
so your guns rotate randomly, like what gun you're gonna have, and so you could have like a, I don't know, you could be dual wielding like Desert Eagles, or you could have a sniper rifle. And so I think it's really cool, really fun. And I got, I never won, but I did get third place twice,
Dang.
which was cool. So like
Huh.
40 some kills is like gonna get you in third place. Um, but there's people that are
Man.
nasty at that game, just like disgusting. I don't know how people are so good at that game.
Same thing with Valorant too. I was
Yeah.
watching some old Twitch clips on my channel, I remember the old Saturday Valorant nights.
Mm,
Oh, dude, Valorant. Those were some good days.
it
We had
was.
some good times in Valorant. Um, so yeah, I do remember. I do miss games like that. CS2, I think I've played like once ever.
Yeah. I've only played for like 3 hours, and
Wow.
most of it was like when I did that. So I haven't really played it that much. I downloaded it to play with somebody else, and then we never played. And so, uh, but yeah, I think it's fun because I'm not very
Nice.
good at it, and so I don't have any expectations. I'm just trying to kill people.
That's fair.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's Counter Strike. It's cool. It's cool to watch people be really good at it because I'm like, oh my god, like how did you shoot me from clear across the map with a pistol?
Through a tiny little crack in
But
the
yeah,
window or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's so crazy. Um, I have started getting back into chess. I have the chess.com mobile app. And so I've
Oh
been
yeah.
doing like the puzzles and I like playing speed chess. Um, so I've been getting into that and I used to play it a lot and I was like starting to get not good, but like better. And so yeah, I got back into that. And then a game that we haven't talked about for a long time. I was scrolling through my Steam, trying to play more games than you, and I came across Star Siege Dead Zone. And I don't want
Yeah.
to talk about how bad it got. I want to talk about how good it was in the
It
beginning,
was.
how good
Mm-hmm.
it was. And now you can't play it. Can't play it at all.
Is
Servers
dead.
are offline. It's dead. But I would like to try another extraction shooter because that's like kind of the only one I've ever really played. And
I, I don't know of any really besides
no,
Tarkov, but
yeah,
it's
and
full of cheaters apparently.
yeah, it doesn't seem easy to get into. Like it seems like a very like I don't know, it seems like a club or a cult. Like I don't know how to get into the game. I feel like I would load in and I don't even know what's going on. And from the
Yeah.
clips that I see, there's there's some helpful people, but not very many.
No.
And
It's
so I don't
seems
know
like
about
you
it.
can't really trust anyone in that game, just like a
Yes.
lot of other games. But yeah, I don't know of a lot of extraction shooters
No.
besides maybe Dark and Darker. Remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
More of an extraction dungeon crawler kind of thing.
Yeah.
But maybe that can be the one. But I don't know. Ever since I saw that one guy's video about with
Yeah, the
the wiggle,
wiggle, the Tarkov
and
wiggle.
the
Yeah.
all finding all the Tarkov cheaters, bro, that
It's
like put a
crazy.
really bad taste in my mouth, and I don't think
Yeah.
I'll ever play Escape from Tarkov. That's
Yeah. I don't think
I
I
just
will either.
because every time you die, you'll wonder. You'll
Yeah.
wonder.
Are you cheating?
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
just
gonna
like
I'm just gonna assume that they are.
literally last night I was playing prop hunt with the boys, and prop hunt right now on Bazaar, the map Bazaar, I think that's what it's called. Whatever. There's like an exploit where you can be a certain prop and you're literally inside of a wall. If
Mm,
I think I don't know how they do it, but I think
yeah.
you like sit your prop in a certain spot and then cycle through like the props you can change into and hope you
Okay.
get a certain one, and then it just pops you inside of a wall where the whole thing is just inaccessible.
Yeah.
And that's annoying. People just exploiting a game, making it to where like this whole 20 minutes I've spent playing this game now is impossible to win.
It's wasted. It's all
Wasted.
wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see. I
So
don't
I don't
and
want it.
I don't want to play that game because yeah, I don't want to experience that. But I do want something like Star Siege Dead Zone because I remember
Man,
how good it was.
we spent time in that game,
We played a
dude.
lot of games and a lot of time in it. And I probably didn't spend as much time as you, but I was looking back at my playtime and for a game that died so quickly, I played like 14 hours of it, which is
Yeah.
like kind of a lot of time for
I
me.
want to
That's not a
look
game.
too. For those of you that don't know, Star Siege Dead Zone, when it was a thing, is a game. It's basically you're in like a spaceship or something,
Yeah.
and it's just an extraction shooter, but it's like sci-fi. Um, and it was good. I don't remember. I have 42 hours in it.
And it had
What the hell?
it had positive reviews for a long time. And I was like, and then all of a sudden it just like died so hard. It died so hard.
Man,
And
that
I
was
was like,
years ago now.
yeah, and I was 2023 and I was clicking on it the other day and I was like, you know, trying to go to their store page and I was like, oh, maybe like there was no updates on it after they had closed down the servers. And I was like, well, it says it's still playable. And so like I clicked on it like hoping maybe that like something had happened and they like I don't know, like put like the beta version on there. It didn't. And I was like, dang. Like that'd be cool to play the good version of that game again.
And the story with that game is that it was good in beta or early access or something, and then I think they took it offline for like a month, and then it came back online with a new update, and they ruined it. Everything good about that game they changed and ruined,
Yeah.
and uh, it was just really difficult and really unbalanced. And I even now it's been years, and I forget the specific things that made it so good. But it was just so addicting. It
Yeah,
was
it was
good, man.
exciting. It was so exciting. And I kind of want that. I want to play a game like that. I don't know what it is. But
Maybe we should load up some Dark and Darker
yeah,
or something similar.
I'd be down for that.
Dang.
Yeah, but that I mean, I'm looking at that list. That seems pretty good. I had a lot more stuff than I typically do, so I'm proud of that.
Nice.
Yeah,
Well, good job.
thanks. But you beat me fair and square. So tell me.
Yeah, I got a lot of games on here. I'm gonna have to just blow through some of them.
Ah,
I've been playing Marvel Rivals. I got Gold 3. Only up from here, bro.
nice.
I played
Pretty soon you're gonna be in the ranks where you can ban uh heroes.
that's what I'm worried about because I'm
Pretty
currently
soon.
using Hella, and
So you're gonna
she's
be
one of the
banned. You're
heroes
gonna be
that always gets
banned.
banned. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go on a fat losing streak.
Yeah, you're gonna drop
So
back down to gold.
yeah, so I got to start trying to main someone else.
Yeah,
But
it's time.
I've been enjoying it. I don't know, man. I don't think it'll ever die. Here forever, here to stay. Overwatch killer, legit.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's good. I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that it's not
Don't
good.
argue with me, man.
It's a good game. I don't think it will maintain the hype that it has right now. I don't think it will officially kill Overwatch either.
I don't think so either. People keep
Yeah.
saying Overwatch is dead game, but like there's still a lot of there's still a decent amount of people playing it. Um Personally, I like them both for different reasons.
Yeah,
Um
I
I s-
mean, they're hero shooters, but they're not the same
they
game.
are the two best hero shooters.
Yeah, in my opinion, yeah. And
Mhm.
yours, yeah.
So, but I was telling you earlier, literally just earlier, I like to play a few rounds of Marvel Rivals and then go into Overwatch. And for some reason, I don't know why, my aim is really good in Overwatch after I play Marvel Rivals.
Mm,
Maybe because like my sensitivity is a little higher in Rivals. I don't know,
yeah.
but I go into Overwatch and I'm like hitting headshots. I go Cassidy. I'm like getting hella damage and kills. It's crazy. Um,
That
so I
feels
don't know. I
good.
like them both. They almost complement each other in a way.
Yeah.
Um, just two good hero shooters. And I don't know. I'm not an Overwatch hater, so I don't really understand the perspective of people that
Yeah.
hate Overwatch, you know?
I don't know either. I know that Marvel Rivals has the opportunity to just like have some insane content come out. I'm thinking like specific game modes that are like tailored towards each of the heroes. So like similar to the May event in Overwatch, like there's so many like cinematic worlds that each one of these heroes have. And I
Mhm.
feel like there's just like the opportunity for these events like a Thor event or like Doctor Strange event or like some of the like an event that like has some special stuff going on or like I don't know,
Yeah.
Spider-Man race. Like I don't know, I think there's some cool stuff that they could do.
They literally, the winter event was like a Jeff the Shark Splatoon like game mode where
Yeah.
you're painting the ground a different colored frost, and you both teams have to try to paint more of the map.
Yeah. They're
Dude,
already there.
genius.
They're
That's so
already getting
fun.
there. They're already like
Yeah.
on their way. So,
Crazy, dude. So I don't know. if they keep doing stuff like that, they'll keep their player base for a while. It's definitely not going to stay at its peak. That just doesn't happen.
No.
But with the success of Overwatch all those years ago and how huge that was, um, it's clearly people are clearly wanting a good hero shooter, and there's all this built-in lore and, like you said, all this stuff that could be made with it with all the Marvel characters. It's just a matter of time. I just feel like it's not going anywhere. It
Yeah.
just might not stay at its peak forever, but
There's
you can't expect that.
there's a lot of sponsored streams right now from big
True.
creators. And so that like happens a lot, and you see the player base like tank almost immediately after that starts happening and level out about where it should be, which
Yeah.
will still be great. It'll still be good.
There's a lot of creators that make their livelihood off of Overwatch content that as Overwatch declines in viewership, they have to jump ship to the next thing that's most like Overwatch. And that's Marvel Rivals. And so a lot of creators that I like that used to just mainline Overwatch are only talking about Marvel Rivals now.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad, but also like you got to get that bag. Like I get it. But I still like Overwatch. I hope I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone, but
Yeah.
more and more every day I feel more and more alone.
Hey, you feel sad playing it all the time. I feel
But when
sad playing it all the time.
lately when I play Overwatch, it's really positive. It's a good positive experience. People
Yeah.
in chat and in game chat seem nice. Like all the bad ones were weeded out. I don't know.
All the toxic people went to Marvel Rivals,
Maybe,
and all
maybe
the lovers stayed in Overwatch.
all the real dedicated ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, man, I spent so long just talking about Marvel Rivals. I wanted to blow past it.
Blow past it. Go to the next one.
So next, I've been playing a game that is in early access. It's not on Steam. It actually has its own launcher that you have to download, and it's going to be free to play sometime this year. But I ended up buying it to play it in early access. It's called The Bazaar.
Mm.
It's kind of like a buddy of mine in my Discord told me about it, and it's kind of like a Slay the Spire bangs super auto pets and has a baby,
Okay.
and then they sell that baby in like a flea market. It's kind of like, but like in a good way, you know?
Yeah, in the best way.
Yeah. But it's called The Bazaar. It's like it's like a card game.
Yeah.
Card game where you you try to build up you have like a play mat basically, and you buy different cards, and they synergize with each other. And then you have a stash where you have extras and stuff, and you try to upgrade your cards and dial in the synergies to where things are really powerful.
Yeah.
And it's like once every day, so there's like multiple hours in the day in the game, and you have different like things to do. You can buy stuff, you can fight an NPC, you can buy stuff again, whatever. And then at the end of the day, you fight a real person. But it's like Super Auto Pets in that you're not actually fighting someone in real time. It's like where someone else was at that same time in their run as you. And so you're fighting their playmat, their build.
Yeah.
And it's just fun. It feels pretty polished as far as the visuals go and stuff. There's a few minor visual glitches. There's definitely some metas that are going on right now that you run into every now and then, just like an OP build, and it's like, damn, this one again.
Yeah.
And you just lose. Unless you have the same build and yours is optimized a little better, you just lose.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of chances you have to lose like 4 or 5 times before your run is over. So your runs can last like 45 minutes. It's kind of an involved game, but it's really good. And I got a run where I won all the way through, which is really difficult.
Yeah.
But I did it. And so I don't know, but running into all the meta builds, I've kind of slowed down on that game lately.
Yeah.
Waiting for some more updates and maybe for it to come out officially even, and to see what happens. But yeah, the Bazaar.
Card games get a lot of hype, man, especially with Balatro just coming out and like crushing it at the Game Awards. And I don't card games have always had a lot of hype.
Yeah.
People like
Slay the Spire 2 is coming out sometime this year, I think.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
th- I think they're hard for me, and I never really get into them because I don't want to sit there and read what the card does, and then I
Yeah.
don't want to remember what that card does, and like when I get another card and be like, oh yeah, like when I have that card, though, blah, blah. It's like a whole thing, and I'm like, I don't have the mental capacity for that.
I love it. It's like doing a puzzle. These card games where you're
Mm,
trying to match synergies and stuff. It's like building a puzzle where when the puzzle's put together and you're just one-shotting everybody or just blowing through everybody, they can't stop you. It just feels really good to know like, damn, like between luck and some good decisions, I made this happen and I'm unstoppable. And I'm going to win this run. And then you don't anyway cuz somebody else just happened to have a better build than you. I don't know. It's fun until it's not, but then it's fun because there's a possibility. It's like
yeah,
a
yeah,
little
yeah, yeah.
like hitting the jackpot sometimes with some things that you pull, and you're like, that's exactly what I needed. Holy hell! I didn't think it could get better, but
Yeah.
look at me now. I don't know.
I will say
Um,
it's a lot more exciting to watch somebody play these games than I thought it would be.
oh
I
yeah,
like watching streams. Like I don't I there's no way I could play Balatro. I can't. I liked
that's
watching you play it,
insane.
and I like watching other people play it.
Do you not like poker?
No, not I mean like it's fine, but like I'm not gonna play it unless it's like a special occurrence or a special occasion.
That's crazy. Balatro is like universal. Like people like that game. If you're a
Yeah,
human with a brain,
yeah.
you like that game.
That's not I
Um,
don't have it up
there's
here.
nothing in here. Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Yeah, I play Minecraft and Overwatch. That's my brain is gone.
That's fair, I guess. I don't know. I think if you actually gave it a try, you would like it, but
Maybe
it's
one day.
maybe it's just not for everybody. I think that maybe that's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that maybe that's okay.
Maybe we can have different likes and
No.
interests.
No, no, no.
Maybe we can though.
No, we're the same.
We'll try in
Only you're pregnant.
2025.
Okay, anyway, I've also been playing on the side in my off time or like on a stand next to me while I'm playing four other games.
This is your
I've been
side
playing
game,
Yeah, it's another side game.
dude.
I've
You
been playing
dirty gamer.
Pokemon Leaf Green on the old analog pocket.
Mm.
Love this thing, dude.
Have
It's
you
so
been
nice.
Have you been playing it more? The analog pocket specifically.
Recently playing Leaf Green, Pokemon
Okay.
Leaf Green. Um, and as you can see, I don't have a cartridge in here. I'm just playing off an emulator, off an SD
Mm.
card. That's how
Nice.
freaking cool this thing is. I love it.
It's pretty
And
awesome.
yeah, and it's nice. It's just like old school. It feels like playing on a Game Boy. It's basically a Game Boy. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Not to yeah. So anyway, I just really like it. And playing through Leaf Green, the first generation's always been my favorite of Pokemon,
Yeah.
and so to play like Fire Red or Leaf Green, just always a nice nostalgia injection right in my my brain.
Right in your brain. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like first gen. I like the region. I like all the Pokemon the best. Like it's like before they started making Pokemon out of inanimate objects like lamps and
Keys,
keys, stuff like that. So
bags of garbage.
bags of garbage. I really like that version too.
Yeah. So that's been nice. What else? Dungeon Crawler.
I saw you
This is a
playing that
game on
earlier.
Steam. Yeah,
I don't know it.
Dungeon Crawler. It's another game kind of like Slay the Spire. It's a roguelike ish game. It's more like Peglin, if you've heard of that one.
Yeah.
Um, it's like you go to a little node on a map and then brings you into a battle arena.
Mm-hmm.
You have items that you put into a claw machine, and you don't put them in there. They just drop in there. And
Okay.
then you have a couple claws every turn. You have one claw, and you try to get some shields because you see the enemy is going to attack you. So you try to get some shields out of the claw machine, and it drops them in the thing, and then your guy grabs it and uses it.
Yeah.
And then you have 10 shield, and you're like, okay, I'm going to block the attack. For the next claw, I'm going to grab all the little daggers and swords. and then he drops those down, and then he gets them and attacks the things. And then you're like, okay, now I can like get more strength and multiply my damage. And then you claw down and you miss it, and you're like, oh,
Ah,
I thought I had it, but the big shield thing got in the way. And or like, oh, I have it, but then on the way to drop it down the chute, it slipped out of the claw.
yep,
Typical claw machine things.
yep.
And it's just a cute, really cute, I think well made. I don't know. Some people might not like the fact that you try to claw something and it doesn't work, but that's just the nature of a
That's
claw
yeah,
machine,
that's the
baby.
claw machine. That's the way it works.
Yeah.
I liked
Dungeon Clawler.
I liked Peglin when we played it. I did like that game.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
So
that's right. We played that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that game was awesome.
Yeah. So maybe it's not very expensive. Dungeon Clawler. Maybe
$10.
pick it up. It's a
Yeah.
good time. Nice little time waster. Just something you can just kind of like mindlessly sit back with a controller and just zone out to. But then it's the same thing where you can get different items in your claw machine as you progress further and really synergize. Like, okay, I have a bunch of items to build my strength, and then I have this other item that attacks the enemy but multiplies its damage by the strength you have. And so it can do like a ton of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
really
feel
good.
like those games are one that you can play mindlessly. Like you don't really have to read. You could just be like, ah, this one's looks cool. And then like it's fun to see how far you can get just like winging it.
Yeah, and the RNG is overt. Like it's very clear. There's no hiding the fact that there's RNG involved in uh the game, randomness
Yeah.
involved in Dungeon Crawler. It's pretty obvious. It's in your face, and I appreciate that transparency. You know,
Yeah.
because there's RNG, there's randomness, and a lot of dungeon, uh, a lot of roguelikes and stuff. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
I like knowing that the coding in the game is screwing me over. That's why I can't
Well,
win. It's not my skill. It's the game. It's the game's
but
problem.
you always could have put the claw in a different spot. Maybe you would have gotten the thing,
Maybe.
or you should have picked the other item or something, I don't know. But Dungeon Crawler, check it out. I've also been playing. Last night, I played the Squid Game update in Call of
Yeah.
Duty.
Mm-hmm.
Played that on stream, and they have like the red light, green light thing. Very touchy.
Yeah.
You can't even turn your mouse.
I'm hearing the song and the red light, green light in my head like all day because I was like watching you play it. I watched somebody else play it, and now it's like baked into my skull. I'm just hearing it.
See, I have never seen Squid Game.
Nope.
I associate Squid Game with Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast
That's
Squid Game.
I've never seen the show.
I've seen one episode of Squid Game.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
big for you.
Yeah, the first episode.
Nice. Yeah. So, but my buddy Failtone is really hammering in that I need to watch it, and I'm like,
Mm.
yeah, I've heard it. He's like, no, you have to watch it. I'm like, all right, geez, let me finish Arcane first.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm too busy playing Marvel Rivals, man.
You're no, see, you don't. You're like, I don't have time for shows, but you're just sitting there playing Minecraft for 10 hours a day.
That's true. I could watch
Freaking
a show.
turd. You could watch a show if you wanted to.
I
But
could, yeah.
you just want to play Minecraft.
I love
Freaking
Minecraft.
addict.
I
Freaking
love it.
addict over here. Also, let's see. I finished Get to Work. So I can go through this pretty quick.
You're a
But
CEO.
not just a CEO, brother. I'm the owner of Baldcoin.
Dang.
I'm the owner of a
You're a crypto scam artist.
social media company or something, and then
Mm.
I went to the moon along with Baldcoin, and I'm the number one richest man in the world. It was such
Dang.
an experience, dude. I beat the game.
Nice. Nice.
You become CEO, and then there's a little door in the back, and you're like, what the wait, but what's back there? And you go, and there's a path leading all the way up and up and up into the sky
Mm-hmm.
outside the little building you've been in. That was a revelation. I did not realize the game just kept going like that.
Yeah. That game
Yeah.
is hilarious.
Yeah, it's really
So
funny.
funny.
And it's really difficult, but not in the impossible kind of way.
Yeah.
It's in the I know I can do this kind of
Yeah,
way.
yeah, it makes it gives you hope every time.
Yeah, and then strikes it down almost every time.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's a funny game. I like watching
yeah,
people play that game.
yeah. Get to Work was great. Highly recommend it. Let's see. Man, The Long Drive. So at the end of Get to Work, I had some new viewers in chat, and one of my newer viewers that stream suggested I buy The Long Drive.
Mm,
It was like the last day, one of the last days of the winter sale,
yeah.
and The Long Drive was $3. I guess now it's back up to like 16 or something.
Wow.
But this is a game that is really weird. The
It
Long
looks
Drive.
janky. It looks so janky.
It's quite janky. Yeah. The controls are weird.
Yeah.
You can
Is it
you
a
can do a
VR
lot.
game?
I don't think so.
It looks really like that. You know, it looks like
Yeah,
a VR game.
because the scroll wheel like is how far away your hand is from your body. Um there you can just pop your door off of your car. Basically the way The Long Drive works is you have a car. It's like a post-apocalyptic setting.
Mm-hmm.
There you have a car, you have a few scraps, supplies, food, water that you have to eat occasionally. You have to manage your hunger and thirst, and then also your pee and poo.
Interesting.
And
That's
uh-huh.
that's interesting for a game.
Yeah. I mean, it's a simulation almost. It's kind of like a road trip sim,
Hmm.
but it's post-apocalyptic. And so you get in your car. It's it's a hunk of junk, really. And then you go on a long drive, and you're driving. You can go pretty fast in this car. And
Nice.
then you see a structure on the side of the road. You go check it out. There's some zombie bunnies around. They try to kill you. You take your little, you know, little basically a BB gun rifle you have, and you try to shoot them, defend yourself, and then you go and search the structure for more scraps. Maybe
Yeah.
you find like a headlight you were missing, or like a gauge for your dashboard or something, and you just slowly but surely fix up your car, make sure you're
Nice.
well fed and stuff, and um, that makes it sound nice, right? But it's very janky. The controls, it's the kind of game you really got to play for a while before anything becomes or feels fluid.
Yeah.
The car is very touchy, so like a rock will pop up in the middle of the road, and just absolutely you'll crash, and your whole engine will just fall out, and you got to go and pick up your engine and reinstall it, pick up the bumper, put that back on, and then
Okay.
somehow it just starts right back up. But then you run out of oil, or then you run out of gas, and you got to go. Hopefully, you picked up a can of something at one of those houses you found. I don't know. I didn't play it for too long before I quit, but I could just see the vision,
Yeah.
and I know people have immaculate cars in that game.
Oh, I'm
People are
sure.
probably
I'm
just
sure.
masters of The Long Drive, and I'd like to see that. I'm curious. I might look it up. But yeah, it seemed like there was something there, but
Yeah.
jank as hell
Is it
at first glance.
worth $17?
It was worth $3.
Okay.
I can't speak to that because I didn't play it long enough, and I didn't spend
Yeah.
that money. So far, no.
I wouldn't buy
But
it for $17 just
no.
watching it. So,
Um, Last one. Another game I bought on sale
mhm.
called Soulstone Survivors.
Long name.
Soulstone Survivors. It's like a Vampire Survivors like. There's a
Okay.
bunch of different characters, a bunch of skill tree skills that you can buy, different weapons, and um, it's pretty fun for a survivor like vampire survivor like game. It came out a couple years ago, and I bought it on sale, and it's like another good little time wasty game.
Yeah.
It's not very hard initially, but there's a lot of things where if you want to like complete the game and unlock all the characters, you got to spend a lot of time and put yourself through some shit.
It's
But
still in early access.
oh, really?
That's what it says. Yeah, on
Came
Steam.
out in 2022.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They're but they're still updating it. More content's coming
Yeah.
out for it and stuff
20
still. So
20,000 mostly positive reviews. Looks like a mobile game. Just gonna throw that out there, but looks fun. Like Vampire
Yeah.
Survivors is fun.
Yeah, and doesn't feel like a mobile game.
Yeah.
So that's good. Yeah, it's cool. Soulstone Survivors gets the rec from
$10.
me.
It's only $10.
Yeah. But that's it. That's all. I'll stop there. I still have like 3-4 more games on my list, but I'll stop there because those are the main ones.
It's embarrassing. Like you just keep going, and you're like the games keep going, and every episode. I don't know if you guys don't know this because you're not seeing what we have here, but I like there's at least 22 games that he hasn't mentioned that's on the list right now, and it's like that every episode. I just like can't get there. I don't know how to do it.
I play a lot of games, but you notice this whole list, I only finished one game.
That's true. I do finish a lot of games. When I sit down to play the game, I'll play it for like 8 hours because I'll finish it.
Another successful podcast.
Episode.
The podcast soon to be formerly known as Mustache Ride.
Yeah, that's crazy. Remember,
era.
give us names because we're totally decided on one. That's pretty awesome. But we could be swayed if you give us your name and we're like, "Oh, that name's cool." So, yeah, send us some names by joining our Discord and commenting below, and thanks for watching. And do you have any last words for the viewers? I feel like I always get stuck with the last words, and so I'm trying to give the last words to you.
You're just so wise. Okay, well, my wise words to the people at home is if you're a biological man, I don't suggest getting pregnant like Tooth did. It's very complicated.
Very complicated. Yes.
So, those are my wise words.
That's some good words.
Do with them what you will.
All right, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time. Don't get pregnant out there, or do if you want to. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.